to another episode of Strain Damage. This is your brain on buds, where we profile anything and everything that's happening at the intersection of cannabis and entertainment. Strain Damage worldwide with this bitch. Unfortunately, DBG, my co-host, is not with us. He's hard at work in the studio. Him and 2 in 1 Shotty are banging out tracks. They've got hundreds of unreleased tracks. They're sitting on a lot of material, and they got some shows coming up, including the November 11th show, Dizzler Eclipse. Go check it out. Follow at DBoyGummies for more updates on Instagram. So at Strain Damage, we believe that the best practitioners in their craft are not yet discovered or known to the masses. And I'm here in the labs in Roswell at Press Labs with one of them, my friend Mike, the genius behind Press Labs. What's going on? Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Raj. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming by, and I hope you had a safe trip, because that road sucks.
No, it was you know, I-25 was it's like the end of the month, law enforcement.
It's a boring road.
Block. But other than that, it was smooth. 285 was smooth. So. Fun drive down. Yeah, man. I love what you've done with the place. We got the washers. We got this pressure machine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we only kind of use pure pressure equipment, so like everything in here is kind of mostly pure pressure. But for me, it was more so back in the day. They kind of had the first. They were the first ones to kind of innovate and have like the kind of like the barrels and whatnot. So once I got in the barrels, I started kind of expanding and buying more equipment, and just kept on going with pure pressure. But here soon, I want to kind of get more barrels and maybe get some more equipment, try to push it a little bit harder.
Oh yeah. So before we get into that method a little bit, I want to learn a little bit about your origins, because like we've talked about the Bay Area and all this other stuff. So you're originally from here, Roswell, New Mexico.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Roswell. I'm mostly from New Mexico, so like New Mexico native. My grandparents are from New Mexico. My grandpa, he's Mexican, but everybody else is native New Mexican.
Sure.
So I have a little bit of Mexican, a little bit of New Mexican in me.
Yeah. A little best of both worlds for sure. Cool. So yeah, you grew up here. At what point did you start getting into cannabis? Like start listening it?
I think early as a kid, as probably like in high school, I started kind of dabbling with smoking like everybody else does. But once I started getting more into products, I started glass blowing. So I started glass blowing in Albuquerque. After glass blowing in Albuquerque, I kind of met some people, and they took me to an event in California. And I went to an event in California and seen products and seen everything.
Oh yeah, that's when you're in the Bay Area.
And I went to the Blazers Cup. So I went to the Blazers Cup and got introduced to a bunch of products and a bunch of stuff, and it really made me want to kind of dive deeper into artists and how they brand, and I really like branding.
Yeah, no, you can tell with these. We got the blue raspberry alien gummies.
Hell yeah.
Representing Roswell with the alien community as well.
We have some other flavors as well. We got some grapefruit.
Grapefruit. Okay.
And orange.
Okay. Yeah, and like the theme with all of these is like very psychedelic outer space. Right?
Yeah. I kind of want to stay with the alien theme, because we're from Roswell, so I want to embrace Roswell as kind of more so a place where you can come and buy some alien themed goodies.
Yeah, for sure.
While you're over here trying to see some alien, do some alien activities.
Yeah, they got like the billboards we passed on the way here that actually says like, hey, come see the aliens. And like you can have one that's like, hey, come smoke with the aliens.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, we're gonna do some alien stuff for sure.
Smoke like an alien, you know what I mean?
Embrace the alien vibe that we got here. Yeah, everybody loves aliens.
Shit. Yeah, well now that we know they exist. The little mayo-looking guys that they found in Mexico.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those things out in the sky are pretty crazy, huh?
Shit. So you started smoking cannabis like sometime in high school.
Yeah.
At what point did you kind of get into hash rosin?
Into rosin. So
Yeah.
I started working for someone that I met when I went to California. I met
Yeah.
some people, and this guy, he asked me if I wanted to work for him in the Bay Area. So I went out to the Bay Area, started working for my boy Al. He's from Kishresh. He has his own company down there. He has his own grow and his own kind of like his own facility. And we're doing an indoor rock wool grow. But after being out there, I was smoking rosin. So I was smoking rosin just off the street. And I was always into bubble hash, mostly from 710 Labs. So that's what really got me into it. I bought some 710 Labs from, I think, maybe a Cookies out in the Bay Area. And 710 Labs was so fire, I just always kind of like thought about it. I was like, man, I need some bubble hash. I need some bubble hash. So when I went down to the Bay, I was always like bubble hash, but I think when I moved back to Rosin-Well, it was more so that's all I could do. They only had the manufacturing license open before it went rec. So before it went rec, I applied and I got my license for manufacturing. And then they opened up the license and allowed producers and everybody to come in. But rosin's always been one of my top things that I smoke daily and I do daily. So I was like, I'm gonna learn how to make it. So I honestly just started buying the equipment first, and then as pieces of the puzzle started coming together, I started learning, and people started giving me information, and over a 5-year span, I kind of got to where I am now. But I had a lot of help from the Bay Area.
Yeah. Like you basically studied with people who were masters.
Yeah.
So then you come back here, set up your own facilities, and start to do that shit.
Yeah, I think more so like a bird. I don't know if you've ever heard of bird extracts, or it's mostly in Mendo County out there, kind of like the northern Bay Area.
Yeah.
But man, they have some fire out there, and I learned from all of them. I took a trip down there and went to their grow, and they kind of taught us how to do it all. But it was just more small batch. But then once I bought all the big equipment and whatnot, it was more so I had to learn how to do it myself, because nobody knows how to wash on a big scale.
Yeah.
It takes just trial and error.
Yeah, for sure. What are some of the things you need to get right when you're washing?
Mostly just the temperature in the room, and I would say making sure that you are making sure that you just have a cool temperature in the room, honestly. Or that's why some people do it outside in the winter.
Okay, so basically just keeping the temperature cool.
Yeah, just keep the temperature cold, and you keep your wash cold. That's the main thing. And if you can do those things, you'll have some good bubble hash.
Tell us a little bit more about the pure pressure method.
Yeah. So pure pressure, this press right here, it's an automated press. So I set it up to where it could almost press any puck that I want just by pressing go. So I just throw my puck in there and just press go, and it presses for me. But I had to set a preset setting for it.
Yeah, you have to measure the amounts of them.
I kind of had to press it manually. So I pressed some pucks manually, and then I set the recipes. And then now those pucks that I pressed manually, I just pressed them so perfectly that now I just saved it the way I did it that one time. So now I just throw them in and just do it every time now. Just boom.
Yeah. So you've focused on, I guess, with your approach, you focused on getting the actual thing right at first.
Yeah.
And then like, okay, how do I mass produce this? How do I bring this to scale?
It has manual settings, so you manually press it, but you don't have the big old pressure thing or anything. You just have buttons, so you just press the buttons as it's pressing, and then you go along with it. And as it's pressing, you just press the buttons. So it's kind of more so like a button interface and press it at the same time. But man, it took me a lot of blowouts, a lot of tries, trying to figure out how to work it.
Yeah.
Once I figured out how to work it, I'm golden. I can do anything now. I can do any type of press.
Dude, during these early attempts, would you like try a little bit of the product, like see?
Yeah, I think most of like the growers, most of the people that wanted me to extract for them were like, yeah, smoke it, so it's not bad for us. So we know it's not gonna do that for us. So they
100%
were
like a
that's
little
what
bit of quality control.
all hash makers, I think, smoke their own product to a certain extent because they have to. It's just like baking a cake, not trying it.
Yeah,
just trying to sell it, and then you're like selling trash and you don't even know it.
Yeah, no, you need to be able to taste it and be able to make adjustments for it to work.
Yeah, what's really hard is the vapes. So like they always taught us in class that you have to try your own vapes, make sure it's good or not. And man, I tried the vapes and man, I kept selling. So I'm like, they want you to smoke the whole thing too, so you can see if do it for the customer.
They're like the lab and the studies where they feed the joints to monkeys, like keep eating that shit and they keep lighting joints. And
Yeah, for me it would take me all week to finish that thing, so I'm like, I'll pass it around, I'll be like, alright, we're all going for it.
Hey, this is a community effort, guys, let's finish this card so I can have some brain cells left.
That's what we'll do, we'll just smoke the whole thing and we're like, alright, that's some good hardware.
Yeah.
And as long as we can do that and it tastes good at the end and don't like do anything bad, that's what I like. I honestly like better quality because like people be smoking some nasty stuff and they think they're smoking good stuff and I'm like, oh man, like I feel bad for all these people that are brainwashed kind of into more thinking. They got fired because they got tricked into buying it. And there's a lot of trash out there, like trash weed, trash everything. I'm like, man, I wish, I could tell everybody where to get the good stuff.
It really is like a huge moment of enlightenment when you've like spent your earlier years kind of smoking the shitty ass weed, whatever. And then the minute you get some chronic or you get some absolute straight gas. Like
you just have it.
Like you've unlocked another spiritual dimension, basically. Like you've gone into Super Saiyan.
Yeah, that's how I kind of got. Like I think anything down here hasn't surprised me, but it's good. There's a lot of good stuff down here, but I haven't had anything that's like, whoa.
Yeah, and that's what you're trying to do for the local community, for the local market.
I'm trying to kind of push people to more try the strains kind of that are in the Bay Area and kind of that they've already developed. They're already 5 steps ahead of what we are today.
Yeah. No, that is a general trend. New Mexico being lagging behind the rest of the country. Cannabis is no different.
Yeah, but then again, like that's why I got into it to supply people with medicine. Go around and buy extracts and it sucks last year. You couldn't get rosin or anything that was smokable last year. And then you have to pay a lot of money for it.
Yeah, $40 a gram for shit that like lasts 5 to 10 minutes.
You like want to smoke the whole thing. You're like, I'm gonna smoke this whole thing. Like I would hate buying Rumble or certain things where I'm like, take a dab and I'm like, that didn't do nothing to me.
No, I remember like when I first moved to New Mexico, that's what I did, and then I went to El Baile for the first time. And I posted up there, and I took a dab off of I think it was Caregiver's rig, and like same thing fucking happened, like a whole new spiritual dimension. So I was like, all right, I'm not buying this shit in the regulated market anymore. Until you guys hit the stores, of course.
For sure, I think we were probably like one of the first rosin companies that started buying equipment and started going like all solventless. We're more so like, I kind of want to be the first one that drops it in stores in every city that don't have it, because for me, I think it'd be cool to drive down to Capitan, or drive down to Pirazozo, or drive down to maybe like, let's say some like rural area city and have rosin there. Just be able to buy a gram of rosin and have you some rosin. wherever you want to go in New Mexico.
You gotta hit Clovis in Texaco because it's still illegal in Texas.
Okay, yeah.
So like the border towns are still
Oh, yeah.
profitable, yeah. And they don't. I can tell you for a fact they don't have that shit in Clovis.
Yeah, well, I'm a big rosin smoker. And flower's alright, but rosin will last you like gram used to last me maybe like a whole 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You're smoking out of Puffco.
Yeah.
Take Puffco dabs. Gram will last you a really long time, and then you just keep it in your Puffco, and you got slabs in there.
Yeah. And then you turn it on.
Yeah, that's how I started. I started with the Puffco, and that's kind of what got me into smoking rosin and bubble hash.
Yeah.
I throw it in my Puffco. I throw a combination of bubble hash and rosin in my Puffco, and dab it at the blue. And then
Shit.
I make sure I dab it in my car though. I can see the sunlight or somewhere outside, because you can't see smoke coming out, but it's like you're like the real hashishish people. They be out here like smoking, like they don't care about seeing smoke or too much. They just care about getting high.
Yeah.
So most people around here, they just take a fat hot dab.
Just drop a glob in there.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's not how you smoke it. You gotta smoke low temp and take 100 puffs.
Yeah,
and you get
yeah.
super stoned, and it lasts longer, and you're just higher.
Yeah. Now I've gotten used to that. So I have a rig with like a little dish where you heat it up and drop the concentrates in, but the dish behind that broke. So I started putting it in the banger, and then like putting a hard cap on it, heat the bottom, basically just do the same thing.
That's good. Yeah, that's probably the way I do it too. If I didn't have like my terpenometer, that type of stuff, I'd just be cold starting, taking low temps. They're pretty good. I like those low temp dabs.
Yeah, where you can just like take a few hits.
Yeah, you like get flavor, and then towards the end of your dab, you're just like, it's like more flavor. I don't know how people don't go without dabbing. I'd be like, that's so good.
Hey, we should ask that question to Tatum Val, aka Mr. 17 Backwoods.
What was that?
How people don't just be dabbing like that.
What, like dab after dab, or just one straight hot dab?
Or
Just dab in general. There's people that don't.
I remember when I first started fucking with like batters and shatters and shit like that, they were sending me like half packs from like Stockton, California. There was no rigs, there was no G-pens.
Yeah.
So we're just throwing that shit on bowls. I do remember one time though, like when we finally got a rig though, like I gave my homie like the hottest dab ever, and he literally just fell out of the chair, and I felt so bad, you know what I mean? Because we didn't know anything other, and then as like the years went by, like the low temp thing became a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to where it was like specifically, if you're not taking low temp dabs, you're doing it wrong, which I believe is true. You know what I mean? Like, because I've taken some hot ass dabs, bro, and I've never wanted to smoke again, dog. Almost. You know what I mean? Like it was just too hot.
What's crazy is like maybe 10 years ago, I'm 25, so when I was 15 or 16, I went to my homeboy's house. He had some black tar on like a piece of parchment, and he's like, yo, I got some wax, bro. I was like, let's take some dabs. And I'm like, what are you talking about, wax? I'm like, wax.
Yeah, like shit, like
Yeah.
It went from
I wanna try that.
from like people call it like wax, and then earwax, and then it went to BHO, and then batter, shatters, and all that. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I pulled out this black slab, and it wasn't even a slab, it was a black like tar, like it looked like tar. And I was like, I need to see this guy do it first. So he took a dab, and he dabbed it, and he blew out the smoke, and it smelled like weed. So I was like, all right, this has to be weed. So I tried it, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. But it was, it like made me, I think the BHO in it or something made me like almost like lose focus, like almost like it like makes you black out for sure. That stuff was pretty crazy. And then I started getting better stuff like shatters, started upgrading to diamonds, and once Diamond started coming around, they were like the big hype diamond brand.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna stop after diamonds, and then rosin popped out. Like everyone was like rosin. I was like, oh yeah, here we go. I was like, this is because I love hash. Like I've always loved hash. For sure.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna start a dispensary here soon too, and the dispensary, trying to air out a bunch of new flavors, trying to just give the new rosin effect for everybody. Try to bring all of New Mexico to our dispensary to try that rosin.
Yeah, basically, yeah, this becomes the center of the rosin.
Yeah.
Rosin-Well.
Hell yeah. Maybe we could try to get some like
Do you think that's possible? So you want to put Rosin-Well on as the rosin capital of New Mexico?
Yeah. Well, we got the lab right next to the dispensary, and to me, I'm a big rosin maker. So yeah, I think we could honestly almost achieve that because we're not a big corporation. So for me, I have another side business. I do pest control.
Yeah.
So my pest control business pays my bills.
For sure.
And then Press Labs pays for Press Labs.
Yeah, yeah.
So like whenever I'm pricing things to my vendors or to like my dispensaries that buy from me, I don't price my product at a price that is unaffordable because I don't need the money. I don't need to profit anymore. I just need to pay Press Labs bills. So at the end of the day, I think with rosin, people don't. There's so much work that goes into rosin that they have to overcharge to make any profit. For us, we just want to give love to everybody, you know. Sell it at a cheap price that everybody can.
Yeah, get a good product out into the community, and that's what builds a brand. That's what blows your shit up.
Everybody will come by and buy a big pen or buy some rosin just to get high for a day or two and then come back again.
Yeah. Would you ever set up like a dab bar or a consumption lounge or anything?
I probably would. I think a dab bar consumption labs would be cool, but I'm more so thinking like it would be cooler to have like some type of menu for an event like that because you'd have more people that could go and smoke. You'd be able to, if people even sell wax somewhere like that so they could smoke it while they're there or have some tasting parties. People can come out and take a dab before they buy it. Pay like a $3 dab fee, take a dab and then buy it.
I've seen the concept before of penny dabs. Like you buy a joint and like they add a cent on it. You get a free dab.
Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna give out free rosin to probably the first 50 or first 100 customers that come to our dispensary.
Fuck yeah.
We're gonna drop our countdown on our website here soon. We're gonna have a big countdown and it's gonna kind of show time, count it down to the time that we open.
Oh yeah. So and when are you guys anticipating opening?
It's gonna open the beginning of December, so December 1st, December 2nd. If not December 1st, December 2nd, it'll be October 21st, October 22nd. So before Halloween or after Halloween.
Strain Damage will be in attendance. We'll pull up
Heck yeah.
and conduct interviews.
Yeah.
A little rosin report.
Everybody might have to park down the streets, so we might have the streets filled up with cars, but that'll be alright.
It's worth it.
That's what we got the streets for. Yeah.
That's what we pay taxes for here. So when you were making rosin, you first focused on rosin, and then where did your attention go after that? Did you go like, okay, I'm gonna make some edibles like gummies, the chocolate? Did you go into hash holes?
So first we made the rosin, and then after the rosin we could do a lot of different things with it. And for me, I like nice art. I support my artist, so my artist, he might take like a certain, well honestly to create a product takes a lot more like time and money than people think, because they make this product and then it don't even get into their hands until maybe 6 months after they thought about the idea, so it's already old to them, where they're like, man, that was so hard to make that product because I had to think of the idea, I had an artist draw it, I had to get the sticker guy to print it, and then I had to put product in it, and then I had to sell it. So like, by that time, you know, you already thought of new ideas. I kind of fall back, and I was more so just, I tried to tell my artist, I try to stay ahead of the game and tell my artist what I want to do. And they'll help me come up with an idea, and I'll give them some pointers, and then he helps me out. It's my artist, his name is Miguel. He's from the Bay Area too, but he's like he's kind of like the guy who made pretty much all my art. But
Yeah, all this like
Yeah.
shit.
yeah, he made all the art.
How much do these hash bowls go for?
So they sell them in about I would say in all the Greenleafs and all the Everests. They also sell them in some small dispensaries. Smaller dispensaries you can probably get a better deal, but the Greenleaf dispensaries they're selling them for about $120 a pop. Yeah, they're making some big money, but they're selling out, so they're ordering.
I mean, yeah, no, that's only good news for this place.
Yeah, for sure. I think once we open a retail store too, at least we'll be able to pay our employees and stay ahead, create new products. Right now it's kind of hard to create new products when we don't have no money.
Yeah, you're focused on building out the space.
Yeah.
And go to market.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of different ways, avenues to invest in, so it's hard to invest in everything at once. You almost have to like step by step by step. Once you complete that, once you get that, and then put it on the back burner.
Yeah. You gotta be ready for each step, basically.
Yeah. So I started with the rosin, and then I got into the chocolates, and then I got into the gummies, and then I got into the pre-rolls,
Okay.
and then I got into the vapes towards the end.
And you said the vape is the hardest to do.
Yeah, I think the vape is the hardest to do, but it's just mostly having the press down. So after you wash it, you have to have a good press down, and you have to know how to make it good in the vape too. So I think it's mostly about pressing and making it, kind of comes together.
For sure. Have you ever thought about doing like the rosin syrups?
Yeah, we want to do. I have this new product called. It's gonna be shots. So it's gonna be like a shot product.
Oh,
in a
shit.
small little tube. We're gonna do like a little kind of like those kind of like the shooters.
Yeah,
at the store.
I've seen them like the lemonade pina colada type.
Yeah. We'll do some shooters, and then we'll throw that shooter in the back, in a miler bag, and sell it kind of like that, just so it has a child proof on it, and then they can drink it or infuse it in their drink.
Yeah.
And that's kind of coming up here next, but
Yeah.
it's just a lot of different things, that you can do and that you can get into. Right now we have some lotion that we're working on.
Yeah.
So we're working on lotion, and the lotion is cans that we seal,
Yeah.
kind of like tuna cans, but we're gonna sell that as a product with lotion, and it's really good, bro. It helps for sure. It helps your hands. It helps kind of like any soreness on your body, but it's rosin infused.
Yeah,
So
shit,
it's like-
I gotta try that. I recently did a THC bath bomb for the first time.
Okay.
I think we got it from Jay Breeze. What it is, was it like 2,000 milligrams? Some shit like that.
They make you pretty high, or what?
Oh, yeah, you like melted into the bathtub.
I've heard about
it.
this. My sister always talks about this.
No, but like that is a massive opportunity to sell to rich white women. Luxurious bath, right? Like how you see in movies.
Yeah.
Lighting candles.
Yeah.
Bunch of other shit. Sometimes they're smoking a joint.
With a lotion, bro, I put it on my neck, bro, and I got high. I was like, whoa. I'm like, I don't like really like the feeling of getting like that type of high. I don't know why. I'm like, kind of messing with me. I was like,
Yeah, you're like, why did I get high from applying lotion to my neck? Yeah, like it's a weird fucking concept to wrap your head around.
I think because I didn't need it.
Yeah.
People that need it.
Right, like more
No, it's
topicals for specific injuries or pain in specific areas.
Yeah, I was just doing it
Just really, alright, shit, let's see if this works. Alright, folks.
It works.
Shit.
Yeah, it works. But hell yeah, I appreciate you coming by my lab. We got some other products too. We got the mini hash rolls.
Ooh, the mini hash rolls.
Yeah.
Yo, your artist got some I like this futuristic, like little neon shit.
I'll show you the lotions here.
We're about to put lotion on my hands and test it. Stay tuned.
Yeah, you can pop it open.
Alright. Ooh, shit. Okay, we got the cans for everything.
Yeah. What's that can like?
Alright. Take this off the top. We're about to get high from the hands.
Those are the 400 milligrams. So it's 400 milligrams jar. And I think if there's some 70 grams of oil in there, so probably for like
Every little tabby you put on
every 20 grams, you're getting like maybe like 40, or not 40, maybe like 100 milligrams every like 20 grams. That was probably like 50 milligrams if it's 300 grams.
All right. No, I mean we're in an age of large doses for edibles for experienced smokers, right? So
Yeah.
I'm originally from Buffalo, New York. I just went back to see my parents a couple weeks ago, and the recreational market just opened, but it's dog shit quality.
Yeah.
Right. Your best move in Western New York to get whether it's concentrates or flour, the best option is to drive like 30 minutes north or like an hour south of Buffalo, go out to the Native American res, and that shit is quality. And now they're having things that are like, they were notorious in the early days after we got legalized in New York State 2 years ago, for doing 800 milligram chocolate bars.
Okay.
Right? That was like the first thing, like a little fucking crunch bar or something.
Yeah.
And then they got into like, when I was back, before getting on my flight back, I ate an 1800 milligram Reese's honey bun. It was like a Reese's croissant with like the chocolate. Oh, okay, we got a blueberry chocolate and a cookies and cream. I've been smoking a lot of blueberry muffin lately. Ooh, shit.
Yeah, we freeze-dried.
You and me are gonna have a little day later.
Yeah, we freeze-dried the blueberries and we throw them in white chocolate, and it changes the chocolate like blue.
Yeah.
It gives it that blueberry.
Freezing blueberries is such a hack because it like preserves some of the nutrients in
Yeah.
there.
We do it with strawberries too. We got strawberry bars too, where they're like all pink bars with freeze-dried strawberries.
Hell yeah.
And those ones are Oreos mixed with white chocolate. Makes that cookies and cream effect. But yeah, try to kind of throw the Rosin infused into all of them, and they're top notch.
Would you say that's also under-discovered on the market, like rosin and edibles?
Yeah. Most people think that
It's just decarb peanut butter or something.
It's the same as other edibles, but it's honestly, it gets you probably 4 times higher than normal edible. And most edibles that I have that are distillate made give me headaches. When I try a lot of it, when I like want to get like super baked or just get super medicated, and it's kind of just more so I get a headache. I'm like, oh man, that didn't work. But with this stuff, you could eat as much as you want, you get as high as you want.
And you'd still be fine.
Yeah. You'll just keep getting on higher, you know, and it's a nice high. It's kind of like a smokable high, I would compare it to.
For sure. So we're opening in December, storefront, churning out more high quality rosin.
Hell yeah.
What else is next? You said you're trying to like, you know, come up with a game plan, you know.
Oh yeah,
a little bit.
we're throwing down. So we're throwing down the dispensary. Once we open the gates for the dispensary, we're going to be selling merch. We're going to be selling flour. We're going to be selling vapes. We're going to be selling rosin. We're going to be selling edibles. We're going to be selling CBD. So we're going to get into the CBD rosin lane. Start infusing everything with CBD, the same product. stress free.
Yeah. Like you're doing good for now, but yeah, you wanna get to a higher level.
Yeah. I think money is flowing in, then we can be stress free and actually work on new stuff.
Yeah, that's where you rediscover your creativity.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I enjoy doing so.
Yeah, right now we're investing in animations, we're investing in our website, we're investing in kind of our brand. We're gonna do another logo for our dispensary. So that'll be coming out soon. So once we air out the logo, we're gonna air out the website, air out the countdown
For
for
sure.
the grand opening.
And one last question: Where did the name Press Labs come from? Just from the press?
Oh yeah.
Is that your favorite part of the process?
Yeah, no, my dad, he actually came out with the name Press, and he said you should name it Press. Press, I forgot what he had told me, but he said Press something. And there was something weird, like the next name that he had for it was Press something. And I had seen a lot of people like have the name Labs after their name. And one of my friends from LA, he's with Bear Labs. And he has a big facility and they're blown up. I met him kind of like way back in the day, but that kind of inspired me to want to use the word labs with Press. So I was like, Press Labs sounds cool and it's real simple. So
Yeah,
kind of
for
came
sure.
together with the press and the full lab. And now we can call it the lab.
Yeah, 100%. So you mentioned that y'all got your products in 60 dispensaries around New Mexico, including Everest,
Yes.
Green Leaf,
And then we have it in Florida,
Left Florida.
Nirvana. We're gonna be in Dark Matter. We're gonna be in a new dispensary in Portales. I think it's called Torto or something like that. And then we have it in a lot of small dispensaries in Albuquerque. But the big one is Camus Organics and Galilo Cannabis. And we're just in a bunch of them, man.
Yeah, all over, for sure.
Kind of lots to name off.
Yeah. So if people want to, stay tuned for updates, right? As y'all get ready to open up your shop,
Yeah.
open up an online store, how can people stay updated?
Yeah, I think with our Instagram, we're going to post our website, but our website's going to be kind of like the name of the game to where it'll update people on new stuff. We're going to, once people come in, we're going to take down kind of like their information, but we're going to send them reminders.
Yeah. Put them on
Give
a
them
little
discounts.
email newsletter. Yeah, for sure. What's the Instagram for Press Labs?
It's Press Labs in.
All right, cool. Well, Big Mike, thank you for having us.
Hell yeah, I appreciate you coming by. Hell yeah, thank you, man. Shout out to everybody else.
Screen Damage family, good afternoon. Catch you later.
Later.